Anybody else? All right. Okay.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Greenwood Piano Lessons' 5th annual Christmas Recital. I'm Kevin Moyes, and I have the privilege and honor of hosting, or MC, really Polly's hosting. I'm just doing some MC this evening. We're so happy to see everyone here tonight, moms, dads, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends. We have a wonderful lineup of performers to entertain you. Today's a celebration. It's the very first recital for some students and the 5th for others. Our recital will showcase a wide variety of levels from young beginners to more advanced students. This variety gives older students the opportunity to remember what it was like to be a beginner, and younger students the chance to see what their hard work will enable them to accomplish in the future. Polly feels so fortunate to teach such a special group of students. This year has been full of learning, progress, and accomplishments. All students should feel very proud of what they have achieved. Today, we're not only celebrating the fact that your children are learning how to play the piano, but they're also willing to share this gift with others. It's not an easy task to come up here on stage and perform, and the confidence that these children are building by learning to do this from a young age is so valuable. Finally, Holly would like to thank her piano parents. She is truly grateful for the opportunity to get to know your children and to work with them each and every week. They continue to amaze her with their intelligence, energy, and their sense of humor. Thank you for recognizing the value of music in the life of a child. Thank you for the time you invest in supporting your child at home. And Holly particularly thanks you for including her in your child's music education. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you the students placed at the end of the recital program have worked just as hard to prepare their performances as have students placed at the start of the program. We ask that you remain until the end of the program to ensure that all the students experience the supportive and full audience that they deserve. We now ask that you turn your cell phones off to prevent any disruptions. So sorry. And just a few more things. So I purchased the church 2 years ago, and it is 101 years old this year. And the cornerstone is out on this porch outside, and it's 1920 is the cornerstone. I moved to Ranger 2017, so I'm just going to give you a brief history. I saw this several times, and when I went out for Recital, I was out of the country. I said I don't really need to have a church building, but I was very concerned that something that we would not want to happen would be done. So I ended up making an offer. I had not been inside the church. My brother-in-law was here tonight. I called them. I was working, like I said, out of the country. I called my sister and my brother-in-law. I said, could you please get with the realtor, go see the church, here tonight, I cut one light. These lights won't be changed for a long time because I'm not getting up there for a while. I've got some lights out. One's a bulb, the other I've disconnected the electrical as I trace out some of the things. So I'm working on things. So cold water, redistribution of water is done, things like that. So I work on things to try to make it safe, to make it usable, and then get into some of the architectural things like getting the doors to work a little bit better. So be gentle. If you just think of it as if your 100-year-old great-grandmother, how you would work with them, that's how you would work with this building sometimes. The doors are a little tricky, the glass is brittle, things like that. But you're welcome to look around. If I've got a door shut or locked, that's probably why I probably don't want in there. It's either unsafe, I've got some areas that are questionable floors. This lobby has had a lot of water damage, and so that staircase in that lobby, it can be used up for months. So speaking of that, restrooms. For whatever reason, this church only has one toilet on this level. It's in this hallway back here. I like to reserve that for the ladies. So if you go out any of these doors and around down this hallway, there's a toilet there. There's also a ladies' room downstairs directly underneath that. It doesn't fall through, it's just underneath. Anyway, there's a staircase over here, and you can go down to the assembly hall where the kitchen and other assembly areas. So there's another ladies' room down there. Men in this corner downstairs is a men's room. So same thing, you can go down those stairs and across if you need to go. So lights are on down there, bring yourself home. Let's see some stuff stored, some things, a lot of things still in progress, and just a very old, charming building. So I say all that, I think I've covered most of the things we wanted to cover. So let's get rid of that, and let's start with the music. I'm happy to have special guests here tonight. Mrs. Greenwood's here, and I've seen her play, I think, on Facebook before. And so it was good to be able to Polly told me she's playing tonight. And I'll be introducing each as they come up. So thank you so much. And join Greenwood as the first one.
I started taking lessons when I was in grade school. And I took them in Eastland from a lady by the name of Ms. A.F. Taylor. And then my dad and my husband's dad, they played the fiddle. So they got me to where I second played. And by that, I kind of learned to play a whole lot by ear. So when I have a sheet of music up in front of me even now, about the only thing that I read is the melody. The rest of it, I just do my own thing. But
She does.
very much. But music is wonderful. And all of you kids, keep it up. You'll enjoy it so much. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be 83, and I've had all of these